today's video is for those of us who lack self-control and those of us who want self-control but have failed to get there. There is like a successful place where you are in control of your situations. If you are struggling in these areas to like give something up, something that's actually draining you, if you are in a place in your life where you can't say no, if you're in a place in your life where you just move with the current, you can't stand still and say like no still, this is for you. This video is for you. I was in a place where I did struggle to let things go. I used to hold on to things so hard, so tight and so badly, and it did wear me off. One of the things I feel like I did hold on to very badly and it did hurt me was not forgiving people. I used to hold on to anger, like anger and me, we were just locked in. But now I'm not trying to glorify the person I was. Please don't take it as that. I'm not trying to glorify my bad behaviors and all that, but I'm just trying to give an experience of where I was from to get you to where you should be, okay? I'm gonna use anger as an example because most of us hold on to things and we don't even realize. I spoke about this on my video for gratitude, and I said I used to be the kind of person, I was super angry, super mean, like I just carried the whole weight of the world on my shoulders, and that's not a good thing to do for yourself or for anyone. So what do we do if you are a person who loves to hold on to things that drain you, things that don't help you grow? Please let it go. Let it go. It's as simple as that. Today there's no formula, there's no shortcut. Just let it go. Some of us, we need to get to that place of forgiveness, but sometimes you don't need to get to that place of forgiveness. Once you realize forgiveness is not about the other person, it's about you. It's about you. It's about saying sorry to you, because let me tell you the aftermath of not being a forgiving person. Forgiveness is the best gift you can give to yourself when you have nothing more to offer yourself. And the harsh reality is some of us, we get into like the lowest forms and the lowest point for us to realize that I need to just let this go. My point is, when you don't forgive people and when you don't know how to forgive, this builds up inside of you, okay? So today we are talking about abstinence, patience, and self-control, and why mastering these things will help you live a better life or even transform your life. Imagine transforming your whole life. So let's break it down. What is abstinence? I love this topic. What is abstinence? Abstinence is like the act of staying away from things that do not serve you. Wait, that's not the definition, that's just my definition. But abstinence is literally staying away from things that you might be addicted to, yet they don't serve you. Okay? So while I explain this, you need to ask yourself, what should I abstain from? First of all, I believe like abstinence is necessary, because imagine from the day you are born till now, I don't know how old you are while you're watching this video, but imagine from the day you're born till now, you have come across so many things and you have clung onto so many things. It's like when you place a cup, let's say you place a glass on top of a table and you leave that cup there for 1 week. You did place a clean cup on top of the table, but when you come back after 1 week, that cup will not be the same as you left it. So remove this cup and place yourself there. No one is saying you should be perfect, but you need to accept the fact that you may have clung on to habits, things, people, places that are draining you and that are weighing you down. And when I say you need to practice abstinence, I mean like you should really sit down and have a meeting with yourself and see like, what am I doing that is draining me? What are these things that I'm doing that are draining me? Some of us, it may be drugs, it may be people, it may be places, it may be things, like there's a lot of things people do that actually drain them, and you might be surprised. It's as easy as you just need to analyze yourself. But I've given my example of what did used to drain me, and that's just not all that there is to me, okay? I'm not just an angry person. Hey, I'm not angry at all, but I didn't just used to be an angry person, but I let go of a lot of things through practicing abstinence. How did I use abstinence to move from being an angry person to a person who is tolerant, relates with other people very good and well, happy, have how did I move from point A to B? I think first of all you just need to give yourself the grace. How I moved from point A, that is A, I was angry, an angry person, a hateful person, a hater. How did I move from being a hater to being a lover? But how did I move from, like, honestly, people who know me, I didn't used to be a pleasant person. Like, I never was as pleasant as I am right now. So if I'm not a living testimony for you, I do not know how to help you. But let's unpack A to B quickly. So I give myself the grace. What is the grace? Like, learn to give yourself apologies. Like, say sorry to yourself. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Allow yourself to just learn things and accept, like, allow yourself to correct yourself. Literally, grace is just like allowing yourself to be who you are and accept who you are. And if you see you don't like who you are, then it's from that you can be a better person. So first of all, I gave myself the grace, and I realized, like, I don't like being an angry person. So how do I move from this? I did do research. How do I stop being an angry? Like, it may sound cringy and it may sound like a little bit funny, but that's what I did. I usually do put a lot of work into who I want to become, so don't play with me when you meet me. So anyway, I did do a lot of research on how I can go from being an angry person to a pleasant person. And you see, I did learn a lot of things from that. We always project who we are. So one of the things that really pushed me into becoming a pleasant person is realizing I did project a lot of anger onto other people. By being a hater alone, like, come on. That's not a good thing. Do not be a hater. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. So, like, I moved from that into... So you see, like, you just need to sit with yourself and realize, like, what is this that I am so hell-bent on carrying? It's making you look old when you're not even that old. So the first point we've said is practicing abstinence, how it helps you and why you need to practice it. Point number 2 is practicing self-control. This was also a big challenge for me. I won't lie. That's why I say, like, when you do decide to get on this journey of becoming a better version of yourself, you really need to give it your 100%, because it's not going to be aesthetically pleasing. It's not going to be easy. There's no time to fake it. Like, it's you, and that's who you truly are. First of all, you need to understand self-control is what gives you the freedom to walk away from your impulses. So how do you actually practice it? So for me, was through blocking certain people, leaving certain groups, like, because you find these groups do fuel your old ways. So when you are in a position whereby you need to change your environment, you need to change your friends, you need to change everything about you in order to become a better version of you, don't feel like you're losing it. Don't feel delusional. That needs to happen. Because you want to become a new version of yourself, you have to let go of the old version of yourself. For me, it wasn't just about blocking people and leaving groups. I did an entire cleansing of my old self in order to become my new self. So these days, even let's say you approach me and I know like you're the kind of person I would never date, I don't waste your time. And it's very respectful. I'm not trying to come from a place of I know better, I do better. I'm not trying to come and shine in your face. I'm just saying confidently, respectfully, and politely, like, I don't think I vibe with you. I don't vibe with you. I'm sorry, I don't vibe with you. So that's where I come from, because I have mastered my self-control. I no longer just give in to things because of my impulses. Because I've mastered my self-control. I no longer just go with people because I'm bored. I've learned to live with myself, for myself, and it does not even sound boring. It's not as boring. Imagine it's not. So you practicing self-control is not as bad as it sounds. And some of us really do need this self-control. It might be over money, it might be over relationships, it might be over friendships. Some of us, we really do need to practice self-control. Even the way you talk to people, you should really learn to self-control that. Having control over certain things really matters, because you can't have control over everything in life. So try and have control over the things you can control. Having control is a good thing. So whoever made you have a bad narrative towards having self-control is the enemy. You're not delusional. Try and have some self-control. And blocking people does not necessarily have to come from a point of, oh, you hurt me, oh, you're not good for me. No, but like, say better and do better. That's my motto. Say better and do better. So topic number 3 on becoming the it person. We've talked about abstinence. We've talked about self-control. Now let's talk about patience. Patience. I've seen a couple and a dozen of memes where people are like, I'm not patient enough for that. I don't want to practice patience. Like, I've seen people glorify impatience. Like, I'm sorry, but that's not who I am. Being patient will forever be my number one thing to go to, because tell me why not to be patient. Tell me why not to be patient, because being patient will always be the winner for me. Especially because it means you accepting that I can't control this certain situation, so I don't have to be so stressed about it. You see, when you learn to practice patience, things don't control you, you control them. Imagine it's true. When you practice patience, things don't control you, you control them, because you're at the point whereby if it goes, I'm good. If it doesn't, I'm good, because you're patient and you know like whatever is for you will never make you have to trip, will never have to make you like question or doubt who you are and who you have been. So tell me why you can't practice patience. You need to kill all these negative narratives people have around positive things. Like, it's literally the devil's work. A good example of practicing patience is me. I'm going to give my story. I have this project I've been dying to do. Dying is the right word. I have this project I've been dying to do for the longest right now. And every time I try to do it, it just doesn't work out. Okay? Because I feel like for the first time I was approaching my project, I was really seeing things from my point of, when am I gonna get it done? When am I? Like, without patience. That's what I'm trying to say. I was approaching things from a point of someone who didn't have patience at all, and that really made me stressed. It made me agitated. It made me a person who wasn't so pleasant to be around. And that's why I'm telling you, when I learned that I don't need to have control over everything, sometimes it's good to just relax and let it be. Let God have your back for once. Let God have your back. Let God do his work. Because why do you want to do everything? Why? Why do you want to do everything by the way? Practicing patience is always going to be a number one key thing for me to go to whenever I feel situations stress me. Let me tell you, once you pray for patience, you will really be tested on patience. And what do I mean by this? When you tell God, oh God, I want to be patient for this job, you really are gonna be tested. That's when you remember you have, that's when you remember you do, that's when you remember all these things, they start to come up and you lose the interest of patience. Whenever you choose to start something, please be patient with yourself. Be patient with that thing. And you can't give what you don't have. So when you are patient, you also can't give patience to other people. So the word of the day is, the strongest people are not the ones who act immediately, those who grab things without thinking about others. No, the strongest people are those who can wait, reflect, and think. Like, be patient. The people who really can sit down and think, relax, and wait are the strongest people. So if you ask me, is it worth it to be patient on that deal? Is it worth it to be patient with this person? I don't know, but like, do practice patience. Do practice patience, and eventually it will pay you. It will. Abstinence, self-control, patience, it will pay you handsomely. So that's it. Stay tuned for my next video. I am still dropping bangers after bangers. My next video is coming out this week, so stay tuned. Make sure to tell your friend to tell a friend to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to leave your opinions on my comment section. Let's chat, let's talk. So see you on my next. Bye.